Quick.
Hey guys, welcome to another podcast as Jarv talks over me all the time.
I apologize. Oh, God damn it. Hi, guys. Welcome back to
Penis.
Penis.
No, not penis.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna get the monetized.
Oh, we're not even monetized to begin with. Speaking of monetization, that is today's subject. Thank you for that awesome segue, King.
Hey, it's like I planned this. I really didn't.
Yeah, we didn't. We just fucking rolled on. So we're going to talk about content creation and money. How fucked are you?
I mean, do you want the physical aspect or the financial aspect?
Well, we're talking about the... All right, so...
Anyway,
Let's talk about the basics, shall we, quickly. There's like two ways of making money off of content creation.
There's
I'm
essentially multiple ways.
Yeah, but they kind of boil down into two categories of donations and it's like sponsorships, like paid advertisement or advertisement.
Well, I mean,
there's more of that your audience gives you money, and there's the other way of someone else gives you money. You see what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you got like subs or members on YouTube, since YouTube has to be different. You got donations. You got super chats on YouTube for when you're live, or like embers or bits on Mixer.
Yeah, Twitch. Basically, it's somebody pays for something that gives you money. Also, you have like the affiliate links as well. Like if they buy a desk or a chair or something through an affiliate link, you also getting a percentage as well.
Or if they buy gamer goo. Sorry.
Okay, we're not sponsored yet, but you have to wait until
I'm partnered with them, so.
Okay, well I'm not.
Well,
and now you're advertising them in my space.
Well, it's fine because
it's not like I'm holding a packet right now.
I mean, wait, do you still have a packet from when you
I have like 6 of them because I just draw and I don't play video games. Hashtag, they're really good. But yeah, I feel like the main issue is one thing that people struggle with is the e-begging. Or is it e-begging when you're asking your audience for money?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For 2 years, I've been content creation, and I've been looking to make a living off of it. And, I've hit a lot of rough patches because, I'm not going to go into it. I got medical bull crap where I can't really work. The work that I can do is very, very minimal, nonsense stuff like that. And so trying to, live off of content creation has been insane. You get a job, you're good. But
I would like to point out that whereas a job could be considered more stable, there are no guarantees in this life.
Yeah.
There's a misconception that you have a job, that's it for life. No, I've had companies go under on me while being there. I literally was there for 6 months and the company went under. It's not perfect.
Australia?
No, basically, I was working for a handling agency, and due to a certain political movement within the UK and Europe, and we can't actually finance here anymore. They still exist elsewhere, but where I was located, they went, we can't.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. So more politics, like last episode.
Yeah, but moving on, I was saying no job is 100% secure. With a job, you do X amount of hours. You get paid X amount. Content creation, you do X amount of hours. X is a variable. It could be whatever. It's not consistent. You could do 100 hours and get paid £5. You could do 100 hours and get 5 million.
I always get so not envious, more like jealous. I'll see people who stream 2 to 3 times a week, and they have everything sorted out, and they are able to live off of it, no problems, no worries. And then that's it. That's all they do. They just stream a couple times a week. And then you see people like you and I where we're doing what 16 plus hours a day sometimes.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're
trying
talking about content creation because we stream, and also we do obviously this YouTube because the main thing in life, kids, listen up. Grandpa Job's gonna lay some hard truths on you. Having multiple sources of income is the best way, because at certain points, one source is going to drop hard. For example, at the beginning of this year, I had some massive donations come in at the beginning of the year. Recently, nothing. Okay, so you can't rely on one source. You think, oh, this person keeps, or this thing keeps coming in, and I'm constantly keep getting money. This is good. And all of a sudden, well, no, that dries up.
Yeah, I mean, you remember, I wasn't even partnered on Mixer yet. I was using Patreon for subscriptions, and one guy had subbed for like, what, $200?
Yeah.
For a good 3-4 months, and it was like, man, I'm good. I'm good. And then he just fell off the face of the earth. He was just gone. It's like, okay, bye then.
Yeah, this is one of the issues is like you suddenly get this source, and then all of a sudden it can just go at any point, which is why you want to diversify your incomes as well, which is why we're trying to push YouTube so we could at least get some Google AdSense money. Hi guys, subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe. Ring the bell, man.
The goddamn bell! Your engagements really help us.
Yeah. But like, when living off of it's been, you know, Mixer brought out that whole Spark payout thing where,
again, it was a service that you suddenly got a lot of income from, and then it was dropped.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that it was going to be temporary. It was never an immediate thing. Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know what Spark Payout was, partners were able to receive Sparks, and at certain Spark amounts, which Sparks are free currency on Mixer, you watch a stream and you generate Sparks. And at a certain threshold, you would get a certain amount of money. Well, this happened every week, and then at the end of the month, we would obviously get to pay for it. I went from like maybe getting about $200 from content creation, mainly Mixer, all the way up to like, I want to say $800 to $900 a month for, God, how long was it? About
3 months? It was most of
it was longer. It was like about 7-8 months.
It was definitely like first quarter of this year.
Yeah, they introduced it in November of last year, and then they just got rid of it about 2 months ago. So I'd say about 7 or 8 months.
Was it 2 months ago?
And
that was it was.
Yeah, it was about 2 months ago. And so like that was really great. I was able to kind of breathe and relax a little bit. I was able to actually hit a couple paxes. But then, you know, obviously it was literally free money to the partners. They had to cut it off. They couldn't support it. And now I'm back down to, like, obviously I've grown a little bit since then. So I'm down to, you know, a lower amount. But at that point, it's still like, oh, well, this is a problem.
Yeah. I mean, the signs for it were there anyway to begin with. You saw that almost every couple of months or month, they would reduce it. They would make it harder to earn certain amounts, and then people were still hitting those goals, but they would like, no, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. We're probably gonna have to get it because it was costing them way too much money. I guess the idea was that audience retention would be there.
Yeah, and then you had people. Yeah, it was for a little bit, but then you had those Spark farmers.
Yeah, and then that
just ruined it.
The problem is when you have anything like this, people are gonna exploit it. There's some other stuff we can go into about exploits, but we're talking about mainly financial here. So, again, you have to be... Like, trying to live off of this, it's very difficult, which is why a lot of content creations, especially ones at our stature, generally have other sources of income or other jobs that aren't related to content. Like me, I have a full-time job, and I do content creation. Some people have part-time jobs. Maybe you used to, I think, for a little while before the Spark payout, you used to do Uber or Lyft or whatever it was called.
Yeah, I Uber and Lyft drove for a little bit until my medical stuff started getting too bad.
But again, you had to do that just because to get some sort of other income in as well to support you.
Yeah.
Eventually, hopefully, at some point, you start bringing in sponsorships, but we got to be careful of that as well.
Yeah,
always
you know, the sponsorships, a lot of people are always like, hey, someone wants to pay me money to promote them. You really got to do your homework on places.
Don't just see it and go, oh, I'm getting paid $5. I'm getting paid how much just to promote this? Oh, that's easy. Don't do what some big YouTubers did. You know the ones with the gambling site. You know what happened about a year ago.
Yeah.
Always read.
We're not going to name any names, and they're probably not going to show up on that screen over there.
No, exactly. No, don't do that. Think about, and also again, when you're getting this income in, try and save it as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you could be making, like, say you're successful on YouTube and you're making, like, I don't know, $2 to $3 grand a month because of YouTube, because your channel's going crazy and it's blowing up and it's doing a fantastic job. Don't just go and blow all of that money, because, you know, while it might be good on this month, the next month it could just drop. Like, I know a couple YouTubers that I watch. One was saying, like, you know, this month was absolutely fantastic, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah.
And he was in such a horrible situation because he couldn't do anything. And so, yeah, it was like, you have to be smart.
Yes, you have to be very smart.
And unless you're at the level of, like, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, all of them who...
We're probably talking about a plus million subscribers. Even then,
I would say at least, like, I don't know how much you get per view or whatever, but I would say at least
low. It's low, trust me. When I was before they introduced the criteria to become monetization, it was low. I think over a period of 3 years, I made $45.
Yeah, I would say if you're releasing a video a day and you're getting 50,000 views per video, then at that point you can kind of start relaxing a little bit.
But then again, you have to constantly keep creating this content as well,
which is one of the hardest things. Like, that burnout sensation, just because you have to make ends meet, is so difficult.
And don't just spend your money. We're gonna go back to streaming. So there's a problem with, let's say you suddenly get a donation. Okay, so you got a donation of £100, and you're like, oh, I can go buy this game. I'm going to buy this game, and I'm going to stream this game, and hopefully, this happens more often than you think. Hopefully, by streaming this game, I'm going to make my money back from this game.
You don't.
You really don't. You don't. I think the best I got was, the best we got was playing a free game. Got me the most fun.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's not.
I mean, I did it for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Borderlands 3, both fantastic games, but I ended up not even streaming them. Like, viewership could have been there, but at the end of the day, like, you'll think, oh, hey, let's invest in this specific item and I'll make my money's worth off of it. Unless it's like an upgrade for your setup,
or even then, you have to think sensibly about what you're paying for and how will it improve your stream.
Yeah.
So, like you might want to hire someone to make a logo for you, and you might think, well, how's the logo going to help me? One, you can put it on merch, and you can start selling merch. So all of a sudden, your £10 investment for someone to make your logo, you can now start generating income. You might want to hire an editor or something for your YouTube videos once the YouTube starts making money. So then you can make more YouTube videos that should hopefully start generating more money. Stuff like that. Think sensibly about it. Don't just go, right, this game is going to pay for itself. This thing is going to pay for itself.
Or like, in a more realistic sense, if you're going to upgrade your equipment, you know, I still have my Blue Yeti microphone, and I recently upgraded to the AT2035 XLR mic, and I did it because like the sound is so much more crisp. If you listen to videos or streams from when I had the Blue Yeti versus now, the sound is just so much better. And I've noticed since then retention is a lot higher because I don't sound like I'm in just a hallway of nothingness the entire time.
I think that's also a great point, is upgrading certain equipment is going to help improve sound. Remember, sound is 50% of your content.
Yeah.
Them hearing you is 50%. You may think visuals are important. No. Don't skimp out on certain stuff. And it doesn't mean go straight away buy expensive stuff. Like, you can start with like I still use a Blue Snowball and a pop filter. And you can play around with that. It doesn't sound as great, but it will do. And then you might think, okay, I've now got like several £100. I might invest on a better microphone. Invest in lights. I literally have a £8 ring light behind my camera that now lights up my face so people can see me more. Like,
I have the evolution of my microphones right
dark. Now you can see me. The evolution of your microphones.
Do you remember the first microphone that I ever used? The cheap Walmart one that the sound quality was so bad?
Yeah, I also remember your camera as well being...
Oh my god, I have the camera in here somewhere as well, but I don't feel like taking it out.
Like, I've upgraded my camera. Like, I went from a C920 to a C922, and it's literally... Oh, the specs seem the same. It's still 1080p. 30 FPS. No, it's got a better sensor, and I'm a lot. People immediately notice, like, oh damn, you look good. Oh,
yeah,
that image looks so much better.
So
I've upgraded it.
Upgrade equipment, but don't just be like, oh my god, I just got $300 donation. Let's go out to dinner. Like, no. You want to be smart with it.
Also,
and also, you have to think about it. People who do that stuff, there are those people who like charge back, so you could have already spent that money and then they end up charging back like a week later.
And trust me, chargebacks cost triple the amount that they paid. I literally got a £5 chargeback and it cost me 25 in total, and you're just like, what the fuck you pay that? What?
Yeah, that's why anytime I ever get a donation, anytime I ever get anything, I don't touch that money for at least 1 week. Because after 1 week, I believe it's PayPal's terms. After 1 week, if they don't charge back, then they are unable to charge back.
Yeah, I usually don't move it out of my account for a month, and then I put it in. But again, that's like for donations. If someone paid for something, like when I do commission work, and they charge back, I would decline and say, no, they paid for a service.
Yeah.
That's my money. My money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, 18 minutes. We're already over. Damn it.
Oh, it's fine. It's money talk, guys. We're probably gonna need to do a follow-up on this because there's a lot more we can go into. But for part one of money talks, and we all cry.
Don't be dumb with your money, like especially if you're in the content creation world.
Save.
Because,
spend wisely.
You never know what could happen. You never know what could happen.
And even in real life, like, I mean in real life, in other areas of business, like, you think your income's going to last forever? It won't. You can become redundant, unemployed. Save. Be smart. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Hit the thumbs up. Or hit the thumbs down. It really doesn't matter because we get engagement either way, it turns out.
Just hit thumbs up for me and thumbs down for Jarvis.
No, don't stop saying that!